Hey, it's me again. It's your boy. Just doing another album review, another hip hop rap album review called Doris by Earl Sweatshirt. Now, Doris was supposed to release supposedly like a year or two ago, but it didn't get to that because Earl's mother sent him to like a boarding school in Samoa, so he didn't really get the chance to release an album. He released a mixtape, but his mom didn't really like it supposedly. It would make sense. I mean, I used to live with a strict dad, strict stepmom and shit. They didn't let me, do anything, but now I live with my mom and she's pretty cool. I know how Earl feels and shit like that. Getting like opportunities taken away from you and shit like that, send you to boarding school. Hopefully they can change your mind about things, which I think that's pretty fucked up. I mean, Earl's songs are pretty fucked up. I think it'd be an understatement, and I would probably understand, but he's just what 16 when we release that shit. I mean, I'm 16, turning 16. There's it's just stupid in my opinion. Anyways, let's go to Burgundy. No, let's go to Pre. I had no really effect on that track. I mean, it was okay. Didn't really care for it, so I deleted it off my iPod. Didn't really like it. It's okay. I mean, I don't think there's even any messages in it. He doesn't really talk about something. It's kind of one of those tracks where you rap about something and you just fucking keep rapping what rhymes with that word. Didn't really have a meaning or a message on it. It's kind of like one of those rap tracks. Sometimes I like to write a lot and I'll do that shit, so I know, and Burgundy. Love this track. I think this should have been the first track, not Pre. I think they should have replaced, get rid of Pre and just release Burgundy as is. And, has really emotions on it, like, I like the words that he played, on that song, like, my grandma's passing, but I'm too busy trying to get this fucking album cracked. And then in the beginning of the song too, he auto-tunes his voice, kind of like Tyler the Creator does all the time. And he was like, why are you trying to be like a bitch? No one gives a fuck how you feel. We want you to come back because he's been gone for like 2 years, and then he's finally back. And this album was supposed to release like a year or two ago. Anyways. So everyone's waiting for Odd Future. Even Tyler's keeping, the fans hype. Like on Twitter a lot, he would say, when Earl comes back, this rap game is gonna be ours, this world is gonna be ours and shit like that. Yeah, that's what he says. I thought it was a good track. Vince Staples were on it. He didn't really have a part. You play like as Earl's conscience, I guess you can say that. I mean, he wasn't really featured, but I really liked the song anyways. 20 wave caps. I just think that fucking song is like way overrated. I mean, they play it a lot in shows. That to me is just overrated. That we were expecting this track from Earl and Donald Genesis on that, one mixtape called Radical. We were kind of expecting, 20 wave caps from Earl and Damo. And I forgot what the song was called. But, it's like a minute long about Earl rapping and shit like that. And, we know that 20 Wave Caps was going to come out. I didn't really like the track. I'm not really going to say anything about it. Let's just go on to Sunday. Sunday was a good song. I think it was more of his emotional, personal track. Talking about, his girl, his buddies that he used to hang out with and shit. How life goes on and shit like that. Kind of like that track. Frank Ocean's on it, I guess Earl is like a fucking pothead, I guess, but that's fine, whatever. Hive was, I think, his first single that he released. It was his second single. His first single was Chum, and I think his third, I might be wrong, so don't fucking cuss me out. His third single, I think, was Whoa. So first was Chum, second was Hive, and third was, well, Hive. It was alright. Music video was pretty sick. I really loved the music video, but the track itself, it was pretty good. I mean, Vince Staples, Casey Veggies, Earl Sweatshirt, they did their thing. Really cool track. Kind of sound like 2010 mixtape, scraps, and then just like put on that the new album, for like the instrumentals. Kind of sounds like the same if you listen to Doris a lot and the mixtape a lot. It kind of sounds like the same, like the instrumentals. Chum. This is his first single, I think, that he released. Chum, again, another personal track. Talking about his father issues. I guess his father used to be a poet, and Earl gets the name because I guess his dad, middle name, was Earl. Then he left, I guess, Earl when he was little. And that's really like, kind of like Tyler, I guess, to boost up his career and shit like that on Chum. I mean, no, can't even think straight, sorry. But yeah, when the mixtape came out, I think that his father left, boost, his career up, made him wanted to do this shit, get his feelings out to the world, and I respect that shit, Sasquatch, to me, I think that's kind of like overrated track. Tyler the Creator, Earl Wolf on the same track. I think it's pretty awesome. I mean, awesome and kind of overrated at the same time. They perform it a lot in every show that they do. It's alright. It's not the best. I don't really got a opinion or say to it. It's pretty decent. Centron. I don't really like that one. I just think it's kind of fucking whack, Earl Sweatshirt, I didn't really like the song. Even Vince Staples didn't really do his part. 523 was more as an instrumental than a rap track. It was more like an instrumental, how Tyler Creator releases those instrumentals, like on Goblin, and how Tree Home on Wolf, that was kind of like an instrumental and singing one. It's like not a rap, Uncle Al, I love the track, but I wish it would have went on for more than a minute. It's pretty good. Since he only did it for a minute, I'll give him half credit. I mean, lyrics was pretty cool. Beat was pretty awesome. It was alright. Guild, featuring Mac Miller. I'm not a huge Mac Miller fan. I think Mac Miller did better than Earl Sweatshirt on this track. I mean, I think he even meant to outdo Earl Sweatshirt, Just, the track's basically how they're fucking around and, just shit like that most other rappers talk about. You hear about in every album. I think Molasses was the one. I fucked the freckles out your face, bitch. He features a RZA. Now, I'm a huge Wu-Tang Clan freak. I like the RZA's production, but I hate his fucking studio albums like Bobby Digital. Bobby Digital, I think like the Born of a Prince, the Afro Samurai mixtapes. I didn't really dig that shit. Molasses was a good track. RZA was on the chorus mostly. Earl Sweatshirt was more on the rapping part. I think they both did their job because I think RZA even produced that and he did the chorus, so I think it's half and half. Earl Sweatshirt, kind of made up, did this track good, it's alright, not the best. It's kind of like an Odd Future and immaturity, how they're immature. Fuck the freckles off your face, bitch, I think it's pretty funny, pretty cool. Even though, whoa, really, really, really I love Chum. Out of Chum and Hive, I love this single the most out of all of them. To me, I think that's it was a pretty awesome track, it's the GOLFWANG. And like Al Tyler's like, fuck that shit, we ain't going back to that 2010 shit. I think this beat like really changed. It surprised me really when the single came out. Like, it surprised me. Like, the beat was like, you know, airy feeling, you know, that's noise, you know, that thing is, you know, lead, you know, noise and shit like that, alien noise, you know. Rap was pretty outstanding, you know. Earl, I knew, was like really trying on this track, you know. Tyler, the Creator, motherfucker could give less of a fuck, so he did the chorus, you know. I like the chorus too. I think it had, you know, a lot to do with the track too. Now with Horse was pretty good. That guitar, you know, dun and shit like that. Instrumental was alright. Lyrics are alright. Really don't really have an opinion to say about that track. I mean, it was decent. I'll give it that. Now Night, I love the Night too. It's the ending of the whole album. It's just pretty sick, you know. Like Earl, Donald, Genesis, you know, how they start off all normal with a normal beat, and then it gets slower and slower and deeper, talking about how their father wasn't there, you know, and shit like that, about their childhood, and now they all fucking made it and shit like that. You know, I think this really was a good way to end the album, you know, with what, 15 tracks, 15 track album. I mean, that's pretty cool, pretty good, you know. Night, you know, Burgundy, might say that wrong, Burgundy, I don't know, my fucking English sucks, sound like a retard. 20 Wave Cast was alright, Sunday was good, you know, yeah, I don't know, Hive was good, Chum was, you know, good, all these other tracks, like, mid, you know, beginning of the mid was, you know, kind of it went up, on Burgundy, you know, Wave Caps and stuff like that went like that, then it, you know, turned the mid and ending it just skyrocketed, and I think that's pretty good. I think he really did good on this album. Me, I'd give it like 8 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10, one of those two, yeah, probably 8 out of 10, it was like really good. 15 track album, I don't know why I keep saying 12, 15 track album, good beats, good lyrics, you know, I really like the track, you know, I mean, love the album, can't think straight, so don't judge me, I'm not really this stupid and slow in the head, I'm pretty smart and fast, but just today seems like it's an odd day. I'm reviewing a lot of albums in one day because I, you know, have opinion about albums, you know, and I haven't really done it, so yeah, it's kind of like my first time, and I'm a little camera shy, but don't worry, I'll build my confidence up sooner or later. It's just, yeah, this album's pretty good. I recommend it to everyone, especially, you know, I think this album is gonna kind of make it being, you know, Earl mainstream. I mean, I would recommend this to underground, you know, people, listeners, and mainstream. You know, it's kind of like in the middle, kind of like with Kendrick Lamar's Section 8.0, I think, or is it 0.8? I don't know. I can't fucking think right now. It's one of those, okay? Don't get me wrong. I think it's kind of like, you know, that hip-hop. So I think the next album that Earl released, I think it might go mainstream. But yeah, at the same time, I don't think it'll go mainstream because, you know, Odd Future lyrics are kind of offensive. But anyways, yeah, I'd give this album an 8 out of 10. Can't go over 15 minutes because I don't want to give fucking YouTube my phone number. So, yeah, see you later. Peace. Oh, yeah, subscribe, like, dislike, comment. Give your opinions. Tell me how awesome job I'm doing. Tell me why you like the album. Tell me to go the fuck off. I don't care. Do whatever, okay? It's your opinion. And, yeah, and I'm sharing you guys my opinion, and I like to hear you guys' opinion. Just do whatever. Okay, whatever makes you happy. Just don't kill or rape or molest or fucking steal from anyone or do that to anyone. Just stay safe. Bye.